escape DRS, I think he's going to drive away. I think these drivers are good enough not to bring out the safety car. So, I mean, really, without a safety car or him getting punted into the first corner,
All right,
I think
we're going to
Mark
have
Sousa's gonna
5 red lights on ahead of the drivers here in Singapore. And the lights are out, but we don't have any drivers actually moving. The lights are out now for them, and it's going to be a great start for Mark Sousa. Ghost is getting swallowed up by ADF, and Era wants to make it 3 wide, and actually ADF is on top of Ghost there, and Ghost has been spun round. Ghost has been spun round, a disaster for the Mercedes.
He didn't even... Yeah, and he spun himself out. He didn't.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
That was on his onboard. As we have a Daily.
So Daily and Cloud, but it is Mark Sousa with a 7/10 gap to ADF now in P2. Era splits the 2 McLarens. He's P3. We're seeing Sugi try and go down the inside of Mizzy. Down there at turn 7. Nothing happening for Sugi. Defy now going down the inside of Sugi, and that is a place up made for the Aston Martin driver. He is back up into P5 ahead of the Red Bull in P6. It looks like Supply wants to get all in on this battle as well, because Sugi now has to defend from Supply going through this tight, twisty part of the track. Kuba Wozniak.
Oh, we have a yellow.
Yeah, Kuba Wozniak has spun at the back of the grid. Bit of a gap back to Mizzy. Sugi and Defy are actually side-by-side going through turn 3 at the moment, and now through turn 4. Defy on the outside, Sugi on the outside, or Sugi on the inside, excuse me, and it looks like the Red Bull is inching ahead of the Aston Martin. He's fully ahead of the Aston Martin, but with the compromised line there going through turn 6, or turn 5, excuse me, now through turn 6, down through Raffles Boulevard, the Aston Martin might just come back at the Red Bull here, and he sticks his nose up the inside of turn 7, but Sugi covers him off there. A bad exit for Sugi as Defy going to try round the outside at turn 8. We see the Williams. We see the Williams and the Alfa Romeo going side by side. That Sketchy Bull trying to get up at a P7 ahead of Supply, but nothing doing for him there on those fresh medium tires right behind Mark Sousa. Coming out of turn 5. Is it a good exit for him? He's going to burn a little ERS, and that is going to be the Aston Martin well ahead of the Alpine coming through. By sight going into that corner. Yeah. So, and Nathan Pocus is around.
Has always been a bit questionable with the
So both Ferraris. So both Ferrari. He half spun at the hairpin. Nathan Pocus reset to track. 1 minute penalty.
Yeah, should see an overtake here if he can get the throttle down. And we have Daly around again.
Daly, and I think that's Kuba Wozniak.
Corner.
Down into turn 7, we are seeing Defy at the moment get past Sugi. So that is the Aston Martin ahead of the Red Bull there. So Sugi has been relegated back down to P5. Defy's going to now try and bridge a little bit of a gap, maybe burn some ERS here on this lap to try and push ahead of the Aston Martin, and maybe the Aston Martin will manage to push Sugi back into Supply's attack zone.
And could be sizing up a move here pretty soon. I think we have an Alfa Romeo around, and that is Jordan Arnold, and he is slammed into the wall there in turn 16, and that will bring out the virtual safety car.
So we have the second. Oh yeah, go for it.
I don't think we'll see
of course, apart from the Aston, Alfa
VSC.
Romeo, excuse me, coming into the pit lane there.
Defy's about to bid in the final corner. What a save. Sugi should be able to make the pass, though, going into turn number 1, and will do so. Defy was all but about to land Stroll it there into the wall in the final corner, able to recover and stay in P5.
Well, I didn't catch that on
What a save
yeah, please do. I didn't catch that on stream.
We have Era in here. This is going to be for hard
so
tires.
Era doing the Lord strategy. Let's see where he comes out.
But yeah.
Well, so Henny, I actually made up. Well,
yeah, but the gap
I
just
actually
was not
made up
good
5 seconds on
bad.
CB. CB managed to claw back 3 of those 5 seconds. A safety
we have a
car.
crash here, and that's a safety car, and that has completely screwed Era over. Era and Pop have lost out big here, and that's Jordan Arnold into the barriers there. Or was he? I'm not sure where that is.
I'm not sure. The car's actually already disappeared. But yeah, Jordan Arnold is out of this race. No, he won't. So he backed off massively.
Yeah, he's saying out. Yeah, I still think this is the best call. Just get track position. He's gonna get He's gonna go up to P2.
So Mark Sousa.
Yep, P2
inherits the lead of the race. Wow.
Yeah. Mark has said he needed a break every now and again. Well, he just got one, and I think that's gonna give him the win here. I wonder if he has damage. I can't get a better.
No visible damage. No visible damage.
It doesn't look like
I can see thus far. So Mark Sousa is going to be leading the field away from Era in P2. He is the only excuse me, the only man on the hard compound of tire. Mark Sosa from Era, from ADF, from Sugi. Sugi has got an absolutely dreadful start here. He's going to be all over. Defy is going to be all over the back of him, and Sugi might have just screwed Defy's race here. He doesn't get one compared to the Aston Martin, and now the Aston Martin of Defy is going to go to the inside of turn 6, down Raffles Boulevard. They're side by side. Sugi on the inside, Defy on the outside, and Defy breaks a little later, and that is the Aston Martin ahead of the Red Bull. Supply also made a little bit of a mistake back there, going under the bridge. Oh, and Supply has lost it. He spun, coming through the third sector, and that is that's a virtual safety car.
Oh,
wow.
yep, and that's his wing.
Wow.
Supply Raptor, yep. And that's unfortunate because he was running about 6th the whole race. Not going to get the finish he was wanting and probably deserved today.
Mark Sosa.
Mark Sosa's in. Mark Sosa's fit. And this is an incredible gamble
mediums.
here. He may have saw the writing on the wall. Mediums. I don't think this.
I don't know why you would pit with 6 laps left.
Yeah, but he would have put on the softs. I guess. Yeah, it has to be it. But this just handed the race on a silver platter to Era.
He has a drive-through. So this has been the absolute saving grace for ADF and Defy here.
Yeah, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, though, for any of these guys, but Mark Sosa is running 3 seconds a lap faster than anyone in front. At this pace, he will catch the leaders on the last lap. But he needs to dispatch his lap traffic as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Weaving
like a little bit, I think.
I highly doubt he's going to slow his teammate down.
Wow, what a dive bomb.
The slimmest
oh my gosh, and this is absolutely... Listen, Henny, this is absolutely flipped on its head here. Oh, Mark Sosa, Defy make a little bit of contact coming through the chicane. Mark Sosa's literally pushing him through these couple of corners here. Defy's trying everything to stay ahead of the Alpine, and that is going to be the Alpine ahead of the Aston Martin. So it got very, very close indeed between those two. And watch, is he going to send it down the inside of the hairpin? He does! He sends it down the inside of the hairpin. ADF saw it coming.
Oh,
ADF saw it coming. They're going to be side by side coming out of this corner. It's going to be a drag race down to the third sector. Around the outside will go Mark Sosa, and he is in P2. So let's see if he can get it done here. But Mark all over the back of the Aston Martin here. And we're going to see the exit that Mark Sosa gets out of this hairpin, coming onto this little straight here, and he gets a much superior exit. Era is dumping everything that he owns at the moment. He goes a little defensive. No, he doesn't. Mark Sosa knows not to send it up the inside there, but he gets an extremely good exit coming out of this corner. Era's going to burn Africa's energy storage to try and stay ahead of the Alpine, and he's quicker in a straight line than the Alpine. So coming into the final chicane here on this lap, on the final lap of the race, Mark Sosa took a gamble 6 laps ago to pit under the virtual safety car. It will not work out for him today. Era comes around the final corner, and in the preseason race will win the Singapore Grand Prix ahead of Mark Sosa, ahead of ADF, and ahead of Defy. Podium all sorted out. So Era ends up winning here for Aston Martin. Aston Martin's first win of the season here. That comes in Singapore. First of many, indeed. I told you, you know, all the TPs think, oh, Lord stupid, he doesn't know what he's doing. You know, Lord doesn't know how to draft.
Nobody, I repeat, nobody said your team was bad. Everybody said the Ferrari wasn't good, that AlphaTauri wasn't going to be very good, and that, I can't remember the other team, I think it was Haas that wasn't going to be very good either, but nobody hated on you,
they're not now. They are not now.
Nobody.
They are not now. They are not.
They never were.